Hey, it's Ryan AO here with AO Productions, and our special guest for the day is Stephen LaVille, the AO Productions Marketing Director.
Hey guys.
So we're gonna get into the topic of the part 5 of the process of making your company's own video, would be getting it out there, marketing and distribution.
Getting it seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting it out there. So
What do you think is the number one step to do once we've exported the video from the video editor?
well, I mean, the easiest first step would be to, get it on the website.
Slap it up there on the website?
Yeah, put it on the website. They say that websites that have videos get people to stay on the website for twice as long, and the longer people stay on your website, the better your SEO does. It's a big factor.
Brilliant.
So
yeah,
that's the first step I would take. Yeah.
And we also talk about how that's not the only thing you should do. You should not just put all this money into getting this beautiful, or effort into making this beautiful video, and then just slap it up on your website. What else should you do?
Well, I think that using social media is a great thing, especially these days. It just keeps growing and growing. As of this year, YouTube is the #1 search engine. It took over for Google. So video marketing is amazing these days. People love videos. They love watching things.
Right.
It's great on Facebook too. People will just watch your video on silent, while they're on a break from work.
That's another thing. So they should format it so that they understand. Tell us a little more about most people watch video with no sound.
Yeah, 85% of videos on Facebook, they're watched with no sound. So if you got a video where you're just talking and there's no captions or anything, people probably they're not gonna watch it. I mean, just imagine you're at work and all the videos have sound on it. It's gonna disturb everybody. So you want to be prepared for people that want to watch it with no sound.
And so that just involves closed captioning or putting some beautiful lower thirds on it.
Yeah, people, you can do closed captioning. There could be some kind of physical demonstration of the product, somehow. Just make it a little more visual than with the audio so much, especially on Facebook.
Yeah, not just a talking head.
Yeah, and then then there's also YouTube as well. There's 3 main formats there. When you have a YouTube video, a lot of times you can watch the first 5 seconds and then you'll have the ability to skip. So with your video, you want to make sure the first 5 seconds, it really gets their attention, has a big impact, and that way it'll inspire them to watch the rest of it and not just skip to the video that they
I get hooked sometimes and I'll just let the whole video play out.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm not clicking skip. So that's a good video.
That's a good video.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you only pay if people watch the whole full 30 seconds.
Okay.
Too. So yeah.
Okay.
And there's also, you can also pay to have a no skip, so it'll be a 30-second video.
And they have to watch it.
Yeah, a little more expensive.
Yeah.
But people will watch the whole thing. So it depends on what you want to do. There's also a 6-second version where people can't skip. It's just a 6-second video.
So there's different formats that you want to create with that in mind.
Yeah, different formats.
Okay.
Yeah, you just want to have the format suited to the channel that it's on.
And then there's like Instagram and.
There's Instagram.
What do you want to do on Instagram?
Usually that's about 60 seconds max.
Okay.
15,
maybe it's a little shorter because.
Yeah, 15 seconds statistically gets the best engagement.
I would imagine. Yeah, because I'm scrolling through, and if it's not catching me,
a lot of times people see a longer video, and they're just like, I don't have time for that. I want to do something else.
Yeah.
Entertainment is a big thing on social media.
Make it entertaining.
Make it really emotionally engaging.
There you go.
A nice story, something that gets people's interest and they'll enjoy watching.
Yeah.
That's why people go on social media for the most part. It's just for a little entertainment.
Absolutely.
When they're not working.
Hey, when I'm sitting on the toilet, I want to be entertained.
Exactly. You want to be entertained.
Hey, and I've bought products on the toilet.
Yeah, people do that. People will watch videos all the time. They love it.
Yeah.
So.
Sorry, TMI there, but it's true, right?
Little TMI. That's okay. But then there's also LinkedIn as well. They're really getting their act together as far as videos. They just started doing live videos, and you can do Yeah, you can do video marketing on LinkedIn too. LinkedIn's great. I mean, there's not as many people obviously as YouTube and Facebook, but when it comes to paid video marketing, you can you can be hyper targeted on exactly the type of person that you want to see. You know, the company they work for, the type of job position they have. You know, that's really good. That's especially good for business to business.
I was just going to ask.
Businesses.
Okay. So if you're a business wanting to make a video and your target customers are other businesses, LinkedIn is a great place to show those videos.
LinkedIn's good. Like I said, there's not as many people on there.
But they're probably more targeted.
But it's more targeted.
Okay.
Now I will say, don't underestimate Facebook and YouTube. There's a reason why Facebook is the most popular social media, and YouTube is the most popular search engine right now. You know, everybody's on there, whether you're a CEO or whether you're just a regular college student. You know, wanting a little entertainment.
So B2B works on those too.
B2B works great. Yeah,
okay.
And you can be very targeted on YouTube and social media as well, or at Facebook as well. You know, it's not quite as hyper targeted as LinkedIn, but with YouTube, it's more. You can actually target people that are searching specifically for something related to your business. If they're searching for like you know, shoes or you know, vacation homes, whatever, a little video can pop up for those people that are watching that type of.
Okay. So when we're getting into now we've got the video made, we know we got to put it on social media. There's two different options here. There's free organic posting, and then there's the paid ad posting. So we've been getting into both. What is the process of creating an ad, like a paid ad, and how important is that?
Well, I'll say a couple things. I mean, right now, as far as free. If you want to do that, LinkedIn's really great for that. What they call organic traffic is amazing on LinkedIn right now. You can just post something and a lot of people will watch it. Not quite as true for YouTube and Facebook right now. So that's usually better if you want to pay for something. So, but if you want to pay for it, you really have to have a process in mind as far as getting customers. You want to drive them into whatever the sales process you have. Whatever's working right now. So if you're getting most of your leads through your website, whether they're calling in, whether you have a brick and mortar store and people are just walking in, you want to drive people into that sales process. You know, so when they watch the video, what do? You know, usually want to have a link there that'll either go to your website or it could be a call now feature on there. So you want to format it to your specific business, you know. What's great right now about Facebook is that you can do something called retargeting. So let's say you have an entertaining or educational video for people to watch. The people that watch the majority of that video, that's an indicator that they're at least going to be ready to buy from you fairly soon. So you can actually retarget the watchers of that first video with further videos, which can be an ad, it could be like a written ad, or it could be another video, something a little more like buy now, or here's a good discount on us, something to inspire them.
Maybe not something as creepy as, hey, we saw you watched our video. You interested in buying?
If you want to try that, you're welcome to.
That would probably get their attention.
It would get their attention. Who knows? It might work. I mean, you know, a lot of times it's great to test things out. You know,
yeah.
I always say that you should have multiple videos on there. Just see which one's working. You never know.
It's hard. A/B testing.
Yeah. Test one versus another. It's tough to get it right the first time. You know.
Yeah, I like that idea of A/B testing. So that would require just even taking the same video you created, just mixing it up a little bit, maybe doing a different intro scene, see if that hooks people a little bit.
Change the beginning, change the if you have a call to action, meaning you're telling people to call you, to go to your website, you know, you can change the format of that. Usually that's at the end, but how you say it can make a big impact. And usually there's usually you have a little bit of what we call copy that goes along with it. So a little writing in the summary area. You know, you can change that around too. That's usually pretty helpful. Usually, like Facebook, for example, shorter is a little better. But
And one of the things that I really value about you is the way we met, which is how you found me, which was through Facebook. Excuse me. And you are a genius at using the demographic tools that Facebook offers, and I'll probably on other things like YouTube and Instagram. When you're paying for an ad, you have access to this really powerful, kind of creepy set of tools that they offer you to find the demographics. You could even target people's income, all that stuff. Can you talk to us a little more about the importance of using that and testing that out and changing things up if you're not hitting the right target audience?
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely go hyper targeted, and you can look up people by their location, where they live, type of company they work for. I mean, the key is you want to know your customer. You know, are they typically male or female? They have a certain age range. Are they all over the place? You know, you want to know who your ideal customer is, and then you want to search for that type of person.
Like, for example, when he met me, what happened was he was actually at the time working as a salesman at a car dealership, and I had not put anything out to the universe or the world or the internet that I was looking for a car. What happened is he had this Facebook plugin called...
You know, I forget. I don't think it's available anymore.
It's not available anymore?
It's not that one. I'm sure there's others.
Okay.
But
it was a little plugin that allowed you to search the demographics of people on Facebook.
Yeah, I was working at a Ford dealership, and I looked up people that were actually interested in Ford vehicles.
There you go.
And on your Facebook profile, you one point you liked the Ford Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, so I found you that way. It came up with a big list of people.
And it allowed you to break down the demographics that you could target people based on their...
Yeah, it broke it down. Yeah, it's kind of like what they call a Boolean search, but it's for Facebook. So
techie.
Yeah. I can't remember the name of the website right now, but yeah, you can look it up right now. It's not hard to find.
It's just like Facebook plugin for demographics or something.
Yeah. And basically, you know, when you for the URL for the Facebook profile, there's little additions on there that you can add in. You know, people that like, for example, there's one that's like / liked Facebook page Ford, something like that.
Cool.
You know, that's pretty much how I found you.
Yeah, so what he did is he reached out to me on Facebook Messenger, which is brilliant because I always respond to my Facebook messages.
Yeah.
I usually don't have strangers writing to me, but it was cool because the first thing he opened with was, "Hey Ryan, I'm Stephen LaVille, and I work at the Ford dealership here in Beaverton, and I'm trying to be the #1 salesman in the area." And that struck me as totally cool because I'm trying to be the #1 video guy in Portland. So I was like, ooh, this guy's motivated. I like his style. And so I read on, and you were just asking me, like, are you having interest in buying a vehicle? We have a great sale going on right now. Let me know. And I wrote back. I was like, you know, honestly, I'm not looking for a vehicle right now, but I'll keep you in mind if I am. And literally that night, my car blew a head gasket and died. And so I called him back the next day. Steven, about that car.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked out.
It worked out
really well. I mean, the main thing is that you just don't want to be advertising to everybody if you can help it. You know, you want to be advertising directly to people that are most likely to be buying from you now or in the near future. There is this story by this famous advertising guy named Gary Halbert, and he was talking to a group of students. And he said, imagine that you have you know, a burger restaurant, and you could have any aspect of that business that you wanted. What would you like? Some students were like, we would rather have like the best hamburgers. Some wanted the best cooks. Some wanted the best location. And he was like, they all sounded good, but you're all wrong. The best thing that you could possibly have is a hungry group of customers. That's what you want. Even if your burger's not that, it's just kind of mediocre, you're always going to beat out the best burger because you got a big group of people that are hungry. So that's the thing that you want with advertising. You want to target people that are very, very hungry for what you want. You know, that's the great thing about video retargeting.
Yeah.
You know, let's say you're putting a video ad out there, made by AO Productions, hopefully, and people are watching it. The people that are watching most of the video, you send them another ad. You know, 20% off of food at our restaurant, or a 2-for-1 deal, or a weekend sale starting in a few days, that sort of thing. And those ads are going to people that are very likely to be buying from you or your competitors in the next few days.
Yeah.
That it's cheaper, it's more efficient, it's what you want. And with social media, it's easier to do that than ever.
Yeah. Let me just interrupt this message to just say too that Steven's our marketing director at AO. As you can see, he's brilliant, he's well read, he's innovative, creative with marketing and business too. So
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you were to work with us, this is the guy that would be working on your company's video distribution.
Mm-hmm.
So on that note, I want to ask you a couple more questions. One of them is when you're doing like a project like this and you're having your video become something, a tool that's going to grow your bottom line, there's all this strategy involved, and a lot of people are listening to you right now going, holy crap, there's no way that I could learn all this stuff that you did. But there is. How did you get started? Do you have any books that you can recommend to them? Like, how can they join in the knowledge base that you have and to do it on their own without hiring us, for example?
Well, I mean, there's a few things. I took, I paid for an online class, so I learned it that way.
What was it?
What was it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was by Tai Lopez.
Tai Lopez?
Yeah.
You recommend it? Was it
Sure.
good?
Yeah, it was great. He's a famous marketer.
Cool.
But I mean, everything's on YouTube these days. I mean, you can find a video about just about everything.
What about some of your favorite books? We talk about books a lot.
Yeah. Well, let's see. There's this book. I forget the name of the author right off the bat, but it was called Contagious.
I love that book.
You read that one?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I have to look up the.
There's
author.
audiobooks too. A lot of these books that we read and talk about together, I always find them on Audible.
Mhm.
So I end up listening to them in the car rather than actually reading the physical book.
Yeah.
So I have a copy of Contagious, which Steven says I need to give away. So if anybody wants it, let us know.
Yeah, leave a message in the comments, and we'll send you a free book. How about that?
That sounds great.
Let's see. There's another guy named Dan Kennedy who's a famous marketer, and he has a book called Magnetic Marketing, which is kind of about some similar stuff that I was talking about.
Yeah.
Putting a bait out there as far as information or entertainment, and then attracting the right kind of customers to send ads to.
Yeah.
It's actually a free book that you can
cool.
get online. He's
That's great.
Yeah, Dan Kennedy. He's got a bunch of ads right now giving away free books.
Okay. What do you think about Seth Godin?
Yeah, he's really good too.
Yeah, he's got some TED Talks and stuff.
He's got
Free.
a ton of books. I think he's got like 21 books out there about marketing.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a free place to start with Seth Godin, just look up
Yeah.
his TED Talk. That's famous.
Yeah.
It's about like Apple. He talks about Apple computers and how
Yeah.
they got started. And
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
got a ton of videos on YouTube that
Yeah.
that you can look up.
yeah,
So he'd be a good one to look up.
Cool.
For sure. Yeah.
yeah. And if you have any questions, and you're maybe looking for a specific topic in marketing that you need to find some resources or education on, write us, and I'll send either
Yeah.
Steven your way, or I might have some knowledge to help too.
Yeah, you can direct message us on Facebook.
Yeah.
We'll be happy to answer some questions
Of
for you.
course. Yeah.
So yeah, or leave a comment in the
In the Facebook video.
yeah
Yeah.
that'd be great too.
Yeah.
So yeah, or and if you like this information and you'd love to have talk about having a video made for your company as well, you can do that as well, right?
Yeah, I
So-
mean, we're going to take you to the professional video production level. So we have, marketing director on crew. We have storyboard artists. We have musicians. We have camera operators. We have assistants. We have me as the director. I mean, we have a whole crew. So we're gonna get you a production that's going to be absolutely high level production that you could even put on TV. So when you're ready for that, yeah, definitely give us a call.
Give us a call, or you can go to ryanao.com.
Yeah,
That's
leave
the
us a
website.
message on there.
Just
yeah.
leave a little message there.
Free consultation,
You can get a free consultation, free estimate.
free estimate.
At least it'll give you a good direction on where to go for things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and
we're a company that really likes to emphasize on emotional driven story, putting your client, your ideal client or your customer at the hero part of the story where they're interacting with your product or service and creating kind of a sort of lifestyle storytelling video. You'll see a lot of those types of commercials on TV now. Like a lot of the the best Super Bowl commercials are often these beautiful cinematic Hollywood style story videos, lifestyle. So that's kind of where we're going. But you know, we do everything in between too. We'll do a talking head interview style video. We can do a corporate event video where we weave in some interviews kind of thing. We can do whatever you need. But yeah, our specialty is definitely the niche of the story video.
Mm-hmm. You make videos that are interesting.
We try.
No boring videos.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make an investment like we suggest, then the best return on the investment is to make it interesting, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll push you towards that.
I mean, obviously, it's less expensive to have something in writing, of course. I mean, that's the cheapest way to go. But with the way video is going these days, YouTube is the #1 search engine. People just love videos. So, I mean, when it comes to like ROI, the I would be a little bit bigger, but the R will be a whole lot bigger.
For sure.
Yeah, return on the investment.
And we were just talking about that too. I mean, even my company is looking into doing what we help you with, which is putting Facebook ads out there, marketing our own company. And so we were talking about the investment to start. Let's say you start with $100 a month, which is probably way too low. But if we just started with $100 a month of Facebook ad campaign time, well, we can expect 10 times the return probably. Yeah, I mean, if we even get one client out of that, that's worth it. So
big time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Cool.
So any other questions?
We should probably wrap it up, but yeah, if you guys have any other questions for us, just type them in this Facebook video. We'd be glad to keep the conversation going.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Steven. Bye.